Welcome back to another episode on Chuksniky, and this time we're going to do the final three letters. In the previous episode, we had the L, the Q, the R, and the T. Very interesting set of letters. The L being an anomaly that takes us from the 3x3 to 5x2, and then the Q that took us from the standard 3x3 or 5x3 and made it into 4x5. Is the opposite of the TikTok ByteDance logo. If you flip it around, let me just give you an example right here. If I take it this way and then I flip it upwards, you can start seeing the ByteDance logo coming to life. The one thing that's just missing is, I know you're looking at this stem. I know you're looking at the stem, and this stem doesn't mean anything. If I remove it and you see the full circle, let me just show you for fun's sake. Before we do that, we need to put it in a proper location. Yeah, right there. So I'll just turn it like this for reference purposes, so we get the proper TikTok logo out of it. That's the ByteDance logo. And what I would do next is something that is not common. I'll go a little bit like this. I know I didn't show you this in the previous episode, so I want to show you right here. So you see what I said about TikTok logo coming out from here. So if I remove all of this, right there is TikTok ByteDance logo. So you could see it came out from the letter Q. But all out by the wayside, back to what we have to do today. The next thing we did was the R. You already saw that in the previous episode, and then the letter T. So now we'll be heading for three letters that, should I say, are not so easy. In fact, these three letters are the letters that will make you question your judgment about font making. The letter E, the letter S, and the letter Z. Alright, welcome back. So this time we're going to go with the letter E for a start. And like I usually did, I'll take the guides. Now we're going for the letter E. The letter E is quite simple. But it's just a little bit confusing if you don't know what you're doing. So it's a 3x3 and another 1x1 in it. So we're doing like we're making it the C again. So we'll go diagonal line and we'll go another diagonal line. But this time, as we all know, it's the letter E, and the letter E is it's kind of confusing. So what I'll do is, to make it easier for us, for those who are watching trying to use a sketchbook, it's not that hard, it's the same thing. I'll make this box, and the reason why I'm making this box is because I want to drag this box down here for you to see. So the box is actually here, but the box is quite too big for what we're trying to achieve. So I'll take this circle upwards just a tad bit right here. Now this whole thing I just did is the letter E. As awkward as it seems, as scary as it seems, the letter E is a letter that it puts a little bit of question to you. Like, it puzzles people a lot. That's one thing with the letter E, especially the lowercase. This is the lowercase letter E, and it will puzzle you. It will puzzle you, like it will make you really think about things. So let's get to the shape building. Alright, so for the shape building, it's quite simple. We'll shade all of these. and we'll shade it upwards, shade it downward, and we'll go all the way to this point, and this is where we're stopping for the letter E. Like I said, these letters we're about to make are the most awkward looking letters in the entire lowercase letters. They are so awkward that sometimes you look at it and you'll be like, no, this is not correct. But I'm sorry, y'all. This is the actual, this is the right thing. This is the right thing. Yeah. The next letter is the letter S, but I won't do the letter S yet. I'll go with the letter Z because letter S, oh my god. Letter S has a lot of technicalities to it. So I'll go with the letter Z. The letter Z, quite simple, similar to what we did before. Remember we did letter Z in a 5x3 box. This time we're going with a 3x3 box. So the very first thing is we'll have a box like this, and we'll have a second box like this. So if you remember your kindergarten very well, you know that the letter Z comes with this kind of circle-like stuff at the bottom, something like that, something like circle at the bottom. So to achieve that circle-like semicircle stuff at the bottom, what you do is we make it like we're making every other shape, right? We'll go create this at the bottom. But unlike every other letter, this letter, it doesn't do what these guys do. It doesn't go all the way up here. That's to show you how abnormal this particular one is. It doesn't go all the way up there. It goes halfway here. This is where it's going to stop. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but I bet you will understand as time goes on. So there's one last part that's going to cost, it's going to cost a bit of ruckus. Is this? Remember the first time we made it, we had it from here, from this particular line to the edge, and from this line to this one. That's from this edge to this, and from this edge to this. But in making a lowercase letter, you would see for a fact that doing it like that is worse than, should I call it inappropriate? It's worse than inappropriate. I think I'll call it inappropriate. So the funny thing is, when it comes to this letter, what you just do is the diagonal lines are going to line up right at the middle of this bounding box. That's this grid line, this grid box, sorry. And this is going to stay right at the middle of this grid box. So if I should draw a line through the center of this grid box, you'd see that they both meet up somewhere. So we will get our shape builder tool and let's build this. Oh, sorry, I kind of chose the wrong thing. So this, and this. So like I said, stylized letters, stylized art. Already, this is your letter C in lowercase on stylized art, and it looks exactly like the letter N in capital letter, just flipped around. But we're not done, so let's finish this. And I realized we kind of made a mistake, or rather I made a mistake. I was not supposed to go all the way to the edge. I was supposed to stop here. So this is it, and this out and this in. So if you're ever making this letter, I bet you're definitely going to remember that, oh, the tutor or the teacher made a mistake, and it actually goes like this. This is for the basic. Like I said, I just showed you a stylized Z. This is the basic. So for the letter S, before I even start to make the letter S, I would like you to, oh, that was a mistake also. I would like you to see this, right? Look right here. First thing you'll notice is it's extremely different. It's 2 by 2. Allow me remove this. It's 2 by 3 in the first place, and then we're having bounding box perform some sort of, or having circles, sorry, perform some sort of magic, because if you look here, you see that these circles are not touching the edge of the box. So the question is, how then do we make this happen? How then do we make the letter S if these circles are not touching the edge of the boxes? Well, I'll give you a very short, like a short movement about it. So for us to quickly get to it, let's do it like this. We'll use a box. For those who are using a pencil and paper or a pen and paper, I would like you to just pause for a moment and watch this whole thing, because this particular one is very confusing. If you should draw along, you definitely make a lot of mistakes. So the first thing is, I want to draw 3 boxes of this, right? That's three rectangles like this. Now it's the letter S, and honestly, you know, there has to be curves somewhere. The letter has to go like something like this, and then curve, and then go something like this, and then curve. We can't create curves in this manner. So let's apply some mathematical wisdom. Let's reduce all the boxes by 1, right? Let's reduce all the boxes by 1. But if we reduce all the boxes by 1, we have to pull this one downwards. But we can't pull this one because, you know, it's now hanging between the two of them. So hence, we need to make another 1 step backwards. So we take 1 step, we take 1 step again, and we take another step. So automatically now we have, they are equally spaced, 1 2 3 in between, 1 2 3 in between, and they are equally sized in terms of thickness, in terms of depth. So you can see it's this deep, the same height deep. Just so you can see it, you can see they are all the same height deep already. So I'm going to do something right now. I'm going to pull 2 new guides, or 4 new guides rather. 1 2 3 4 guides, and we're going to scroll all the way to the other side, so you see where the letter S is. Did you notice something? Notice something? So it's touching this and this, but over here is just hanging in the sky. So what sort of miracle do we do to achieve this? Now, if we do this, because I would like this particular one, I want it to be very experimental, and I want everybody to see why we cannot just jump some certain kind of procedures. The thing with letters is, it's actually, the thing with letters and designing as a whole, it's all about designing calculations, and you would calculate a lot as much as you make things. People think graphics design is just, hey, I could do it and that's all that matters, but no, it's something that has to do with a little bit of calculation. So I'll draw a circle like the one out there. That's like the one here, right in the middle, right? And now let's do something that we do in art. Sometimes this happens not just in art but in science. I'm lucky to be in the science space too. If I pull a circle right here, I pull the circle 3 of this tiny grid by 3 of this tiny grid, and if you notice, I can't find a center. I can't find a center. So I need to find a center. What do? I need to expand this a little bit bigger. Now I can find a center. So if this is the center, I'll take this other side to become the new center for this other one. We're trying to balance the equation. The up has to be the same as the bottom. So if you look here, it's similarly again. I'll put another new grid here and I'll put another new grid here. Let's see if that actually matches the results. As you can see, it completely matches the results we have. Now for the last part of it, the funny thing is we've been doing all of this in a 3x3 space. This is why we can't make the letter S in a 3x3 space. Let's imagine we want to create the letter S like this, and I would just take all of this, I'll duplicate it, place hold, I'll take all of this and duplicate it to the side. This is why we can't make the letter S in 3x3s. If I pull the outer circle, that is the outer bounding box for the letter S, it's supposed to go like this and curve inwards, right? So if I pull an outer bounding box and say, okay, it should be here, automatically my bounding box is looking quite awkward already. I don't even have a proper setup for it. If I should put it, this is already 2x2. Let's go even further. This is 3x3. If I should draw an S and the S goes like this, it doesn't go in here properly. If you don't understand what I'm saying, let me use the shape builder tool and show you. So we're using the shape builder tool and I want to show you what I'm talking about. It started like it's going to curve right, didn't it? And then this happens. Did you see that? This happens. So what do you think we do next? Let's take this smaller circle for a spin, right? Let's take the smaller circle for a spin. Taking the smaller circle for a spin, we have this, we have this, and we have this, right? Now let's get the other circle in place, which is this one, and we'll say all the way here, right? And putting it in place, you can see the shape coming alive. The S is looking like it's going to be fine, right? But there's a problem. There's a big problem. If I remove all of this, do you notice something about this curve here? That's the big problem. So how do we solve that problem? We go back all over again, and this time we decide, let this line end where the circle ends, and we put back these new circles we had. Remember, the circle didn't come all the way this way. Don't forget that. It stood here. Okay, let's just take it 2x2, right? 1, 2. I need to zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's 1, 2. And we'll get the other one 2x2. Now let's try it again. The reason why I'm doing this like this is I want you to see the entire process of the letter S and see the miracles behind what it looks like making the letter S the way we do. Are you beginning to notice some flaws already? I guess you definitely are noticing some flaws already. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing this? This curve doesn't make sense. So taking away all of this, and then this time we decide, okay, we're going with this 3 bounding box and we want it to be 2x2. We're going to make it all the way to this point, and we're going to take all of it and put it right here. Now it's 2 by 3. I'm just going through all of this so you understand why the letter S looks extremely different and is made extremely different. I'll start from the bottom, and this time I would only go, I'll start from, let's take the shape from here, right? Holding the shift key, I'll put it this way, and then I'll take it to the middle. Now you can see that it can't find the middle. It can't find the middle. The question is, how did we now find a middle here? How did we now find a middle here? That's the question we are asking. And it's very simple technique, trust me. But I just really want you to fully get what really is happening at this point in time. So I'll put this right here where it is, right? It's very, very awkward position. And I will duplicate the other one up like this. Oh, I didn't do that well. Good. Now that I have these two in place, I'll select two of them and I'll nudge it over with this. Oh, sorry. I'll nudge it over to 450. This is how the letter S comes to play. I know it's very awkward. I know it's very, very disturbing. So remember what we did before. We had to make this touch with the other line and this touch with this one. It has to touch the circle. Now we'll highlight it all and we'll go like this. We'll go like this. You are already getting to see fully well that you don't have to be afraid of the center if we go like this. You can see your center is well curved. This is well curved. And it curves straight into this one, the same way it curves straight into this one. So if I take away all the extra, should I call them jargons? If I take away the extra jargons, automatically you can see the letter S in its beautiful, adorable glory. So allow me remove this entire guide, unlock guide, clear guide. So my dear friends and viewers, this has been a long journey all the way from the letter I to the letter A's, from the soft small straight letters to the easier 3x3s, the 5x3s hanging up, the 5x3s hanging down. They are normal 5x3 slash 5x3 of the M's and the W. And then we headed on to the simple anomalies, and now we just finished the complex anomalies.
Probably, and sometimes when I'll make stylized ones, I'll come and show probably stylized. Every letter in stylized forms. What stylized mean is you get to design it. You get to see those small changes you can implement just to make it stylized for your artwork, stylized for yourself. But for this particular tutorial, this is just basic. When that one is out, we will have it right here on this channel, and you can also join to learn how you can stylize letters. But for now, I'd say thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. It gives this channel a boost. It gives me a boost, so it makes me see that what I'm doing is actually appreciated. Also do well to subscribe if you are into this kind of stuff, the learning of letters, the learning of how to make logo icons. I also make a lot of logo icons on this channel, not my own logo icons, more like already existing icons. I just teach you, show you how to make it on your end. Also, I might be going into making my own kind of logos, like fonts, just things I think of and other stuff. But for now, let's just see how it goes. Thank you for watching. My name is Nicholas, and I'll catch you all on another video. Bye.